What's good? My name is Cole from the Cole Sports Channel. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going over the Washington football team versus the Philadelphia Eagles preview here in Washington. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Now, first I want to go over the injury report that came out I think yesterday. Starting with the football team, Sadiq Charles, he's questionable. Even if he does come through and he is gonna be playing and be suited up, I do not expect him to start. I think that's gonna be Jerome Christian's job. 100% for this week. Then Thomas Davis Sr., he's out. I don't think anybody else thought otherwise, but yeah, he will be out. Then Kendall Fuller is doubtful with a knee injury, so I don't expect him really to play. He may be in there for a few plays, but again, I just want I want them to be cautious with Kendall Fuller because he's our best cornerback on the team, and we need him for future weeks. So, Jimmy Moreland, Fabian Moreau. Guys got to step up. Danny Johnson, time to step up. Then Jonathan Allen and Antonio Gandy-Golden will be playing that game. Now, Philadelphia, they're going to lose Javon Hargraves and Alshon Jeffrey. And then Derek Barnett and Lane Johnson are both questionable, which I do expect them both to play. But we're just going to see. Maybe they get limited minutes. We're going to have to wait. Then Jalen Reagor, he's ready to play. Miles Sanders, he's questionable. I do expect him to play. And then Corey Clement, he is ready to play. So after going over that, we're going to go ahead and start off with the preview. In my opinion, I think we're going to go ahead and win this. Again, even if Lane Johnson does go ahead and start this game, I doubt he's going to be fully 100%, maybe like a 90-80%. So if we can I really want them to tire out that defensive line. That offensive line. Tire them out. And if we can, we're going to be winning that game. No doubt. We're going to be able to get Carson Wentz. And I think it's going to be a sack game. It's going to be a sack fest. No homo. Pause. But, Carson Wentz is going to get sacked. Dwayne Haskins is going to get sacked. It's really whatever offensive line performs better, in my opinion. That team is going to win. Hopefully it's ours. Hopefully it is ours. Now, going back to defense, the Eagles, they got Darius Slay, cornerback. Who else related? I don't even know who else they got. Craig James? That doesn't make sense to me, but maybe he's their side. I don't know, because they don't have Sidney Jones, I don't think. They don't have Rasul Douglas. Do they have LeBlanc, or did they cut LeBlanc? I think they cut LeBlanc. So their cornerbacks are okay, and then yeah, you got Darius Slay. But look what happened in Detroit. Yes, you got a better pass rush for the Eagles, but maybe your offensive line can step up in that. Hopefully we can go ahead and work that out. Now, linebackers, I think we have better linebackers. They got oh my, I can't speak. But the Eagles, who they got linebacker? Who? I don't know. I legit don't even know. But so if our linebackers show up, that's gonna be pretty good. And I think honestly we might have the better defensive game this week. So if we can go ahead and play defense pretty well, I think we can win this game, but it's going to be a defensive battle throughout this whole game, in my opinion. It's going to be a defensive battle. Now going to the offense, obviously you have Carson Wentz and you have Dwayne Haskins at quarterback. I think Dwayne Haskins will be looking pretty good this year. I think he'll be solid week one. He had all the time in the world during the offseason. He's had a coach that actually believes in him, and Ron Rivera and Scott Turner. I think we'll be looking pretty good. Hopefully Dwayne Haskins, take his time, read the field, throw the ball. Accuracy is a big thing. Hopefully, I think he worked on that, his awareness. Hopefully he worked on that, man. And it looks like he has. So, we might be looking pretty good. If Dwayne Haskins, just has a solid game. It doesn't have to be, 5 touchdown, 300-yard game. No, it just has to be a solid quarterback game as you would get from an average starter. And if he can do that, he might be looking pretty good now. On Carson Wentz's side, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. In my opinion, the best quarterback in the NFC East. Now the question is, can he stay healthy? I hope he can. I do not want to see him go out with injury because that would honestly really suck. And I would feel really bad for him. But can the offensive line keep him safe? We'll just have to wait and see. But Carson Wentz, I bet him he's going to be rolling out a lot. And that's why I want to bring in Carson Wentz rolling out a lot, probably because our pass rush is going to get to him. He's going to have to roll out either side. That's where you have Kevin Pierre-Louis come in. one of the fastest linebackers, the fastest linebacker on our team, if I'm not mistaken, and you have him on the quarterback spy, make sure he can get to him. And I mean, if we can do that, we can be able to contain, Carson Wentz behind the line of scrimmage. We should be looking pretty good, and that's what I really want to see from this defense. If we can do that, we're looking pretty good. Then going to the wide receivers. Both teams are, I wouldn't say banged up. The Eagles are banged up, but the Redskins, the football team, jeez, man. The football team, Washington, they just don't have the best receivers. Terry McLaurin, we got Terry McLaurin, Dontrell Inman, Steven Sims Jr., Isaiah Wright, and AGG. So, they're not banged up, but they're just not as good per se as the Eagles. Now, honestly, I think we have the best receiver in this game, Terry McLaurin. But when it comes to the second two, not really the best. Alshon Jeffrey, he's out. Don't have to worry about him. Then you have Deshaun Jackson, and then they have Jalen Reagor. Then honestly, I don't even know from there. Arcega Whiteside. I think they drafted. Did they draft somebody else? I'm not too sure. They have other guys that I can't really remember. But I think wide receivers per se, I think it's honestly pretty even. I think they do have a little bit of upper hand on us when it comes to wide receivers. But if wide receivers looking pretty good, we're looking pretty good. Then going to tight end, Zach Ertz. We're gonna see him. Is he gonna be playing? I don't know. He might want to sit out because he ain't getting the money. Doesn't feel like the Eagles want him. Which, we go ahead, Zach Ertz. You can go ahead and leave Philadelphia. Go ahead. Go do it. Go to, the AFC. I'll be fine. Now, if you want to come to Washington, wouldn't be mad. But, but if we're going to play, even if he doesn't play, they still got Dallas Goedert, a really good young tight end that they have. And, if they're both playing, we got to make sure we can contain them and they don't get too wide open. Because, if they get wide open, they got some speed on them. So hopefully our linebackers in our secondary, locks down on them, and they play good defense and good coverage on their tight ends. Then when it comes to our tight ends, Logan Thomas, I think he'll be good. I think he'll be okay, especially when he's a former quarterback. He knows the plays. He knows what to do. He can kind of read the defense when he's out in the slot, or even if he's out wide at some point. But it's gonna be very interesting to see, man. And then that's pretty much it for the offense. You have offensive line, quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, running backs. We're going to have to see what Scott Turner comes up with. I want him to be creative. I want him to be creative with this offense when it comes to oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? J.D. McKissick and Antonio Gibson. There you go. I want him to be creative. And then when it comes to Miles Sanders and Corey Clement and whoever else they have on the Eagles, we're going to have to wait and see, because is Miles Sanders going to be coming back looking good? I don't know. So, but again, they still have Corey Clement, who isn't a bad running back, but isn't really necessarily number one option. But I do see Miles Sanders probably getting limited time. Maybe, not limited time, but, limited time, you feel me? But no, it's going to be very interesting on the running back side, and when it comes to that. But it's going to be very interesting. Again, what I want to see from Washington, I want to see Scott Turner coming up with these creative plays on the defense, Jack Del Rio. I want him to be able to coach these guys, man. I want to see our defense flourish versus this Philadelphia Eagles offense. If we can defend. We're looking pretty good. And it's going to be sack fest. Like I said, people are going to get sacked left and right. There could be 10 sacks this game. We don't know. There very could well be. So, again, it's going to be a very interesting game. And I cannot wait to watch this game on Sunday, 1 p.m. We're so close. So, I cannot wait. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Before I leave, I'm going to go ahead and hit you with my score prediction. I do have Washington winning this, and I have them winning this 28-25. It's going to be a close game. I think we might go ahead and win off a field goal, or if not, I still have us winning 28-25 this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.